Welcome back to Definitely Not Definitive. I'm Ken.
And I'm Bethany.
And we're just a couple destined to be in love that loves reacting to some Destiny.
Yes, we do.
So this is Destiny 2 Heresy, Act 3, all cutscenes that we're checking out today. You can check out our full Destiny journey. Reacted all the cutscenes. We played some Destiny as well for the first time, Final Shape. We got playlists in the description of this video for that. Check that out. And yeah, let's get to it. This is the last thing of like the Light and Dark saga. Wrapping it all up before they go into, I guess, Edge of Fate, I think is the next one. Yeah, next big expansion.
It's a good title.
Yeah.
Edge of Fate.
Hive magic crackles and pops.
I am strife.
Ooh.
I am death. I am Zivu Arath. And I am your end. Your
Badass.
Okay.
false god cowers in her Sith world, scheming to profane a true throne. Defy me. Lift your blade to mine. Let their edges clash and keen and sing.
You little bitch.
To the god of war.
Ooh. Yeah.
Well, I'll give her this. If she's going out, she's going out with a hell of a bang.
Your squid mustache is tingling. So,
Your
Eris?
sisters seek to reclaim you. They would carve you into the brother they remember.
The Inquisition of the Self. Heresy. They have changed too much.
For love, a sister would do more than heresy.
Not love. Without our war, without me, they have found failure instead of victory.
You were slain.
Yeah.
Do you
You
think
failed.
your killer, my truest knife, could not do the same again?
A bold claim. You barely hold me here. Though your
Barely's
threat
enough.
I do.
is a familiar ichor.
Savathun, dead by my hand. Zivu Arath, cut from her throne.
Thank you.
These are my foundations.
Which I built my
You
Thorn of
think
Blood.
I barely hold you. Test me, and find how I have used your sister's strength.
Yeah, Eris.
Promise that I will. To break your chains with my own might would be a new triumph.
Then prove it is your own might. A victory while I am distracted by Zivu Arath is worth nothing at all.
She would cleave your throne world from my dreadnought to steal me.
By rituals of battle, I presume. I have dealt with them before.
I have not seen these deeds. Not yours, nor those of the Guardian you wield as knife. Zivu Arath must choose an altar rich with violence. Triumph again. I await it.
Guardian, there is a place deep in the dreadnought that I know. You must halt what Zivu Arath has begun, or she may yet claim her prize. Once, these cells were kept by Oryx. He imprisoned defeated enemies and discarded progeny to be stripped for chitin and repurposed into something useful. Now this prison is occupied by the Taken, and Zivu Arath's hive come to bring the war to them.
Oh shit. But we can minimize what she gains, be efficient, strike fast, disrupt her ritual before it can gain traction.
I didn't even realize there was text under there as well because I was so like
Yeah, exactly.
into the visual.
I know your tactics as the blade knows the meat of offering. I'm with you all along. I forgot that they ignore her. Instrument of war. Bring me a feast. He forces glory in these fights. They build tithes in battle, not only victory, cut them short. Shit. A lot of freaking enemies. What an elegant piece of violence.
I
Ooh. Okay, I can stop now.
Proceeds apace if you reach beyond your own prison.
So it does. And I see you are familiar with the art of fighting our god of war. You
She's no
cut your
Kratos.
battle short, blunt, but respectable. I have in my time done the same.
I am well aware.
Of course, bring it back to you. Nice.
Yeah.
Make an entrance. However, Dread doesn't matter. Take them down while they're off balance.
Floor this would be. Oh, I do see why she likes you.
Nothing more than
Efficient
pockets
knife.
of battle here. You must keep going deeper still.
That's what she
The
said.
deepest part of this prison has seen the most death, the most suffering.
If you cannot bring yourself to provide something useful, quiet.
Useful. The dreadnought was made after my memory, but I understand the flow of energy here. You're running out of time.
There! You are there! The hive and the taken, and the ritual between them. The hilt of the Willbreaker. With a relic of a brother's sword, Zebu Aroth would cleave the dreadnought from my throne.
Millburgers, we need that hit. Guardian, get shooting.
You treat the taken as something apart from the hive. They do have other species among their number, but it was I who made them. They are hive, and their newfound curiosities serve me well.
Does that have that like a mohawk? Obak Hall.
You disrupted the ritual, but something else has stepped into the gap.
This is not my taking. Knife of my slaying. To arms.
You have no authority
Yeah.
here.
She's thinking the same thing. Matters that taking it down won't empower Zebu Wrath, right? Then we cut the chatter. In the butt. You got a bomb in the butt. No more hive in the area. Activity is dying down. Zebu Wrath's sword is still in the dreadnought, but everything else seems fine.
She will not soon be able to try again. For now, we have won. And we have Willbreaker's hilt.
What about
He's
it works?
secure, discontented, but held fast.
I trust you.
Do you hear him? Do you hear him intervening any further? He is secure.
Okay, if you say so. You do have control, I know that, but taking his advice is risky at best, riskier than everything else you've done. And you've done a lot of risky shit.
Mm-hmm.
I have him. I have him.
You keep saying it like that? Makes me think that,
You really don't?
yeah.
Yeah.
So we woke on the Hive Sisters' ire. Well, I've got a little ire of my own. Drifters found us plenty of targets. We're going to focus on breaking their ranks and disrupting their assaults. Most importantly, we keep Zavathun and Zebu Arath pointed at each other and away from Eris and the Echo. If they're on two fronts, we're fighting half the battle. More missions in your dossier, by the way. Let the Hive come. We'll test those whose blade chips first. Sloan out. Mission dossier. Sibling squabbles. Heir of nothing.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Something is stirring in the hive, as it is in the Taken. New aspirations ripple through the ascendant plane. They converge upon Oryx and my throne. They do so in vengeance, a war in my court I must accept. I ask my knife to fell their champions, desecrate their logic, and carve disorder. These writs I have left you will guide your blade. Together, we cannot fail.
Yes, God of vengeance.
Proud sister reduced to this. Our joyful war nothing but a tantrum. Could you not taste it in the violence you just made your own? I took the power of my sisters to slay the Wormaka. Their true deaths, made in the sword world. There is no closer embrace. I drew Xivu Arath and Savathun about myself, and their hunger was my own. But the betrayer-taken king gave their true lives back. Our sword logic, poisoned. My sisters now are hollow, blunted. His mercy made them so. I barely know them. So, you have forestalled Xivu Arath. Her ritual scatters. This throne world and its chains stand. Knife of my slaying. You show your sharpness well.
Her Carl? Oh, Xivu Arath.
Tell me, Deputy Commander, do the Taken yearn for their sovereign? Does the voice of Oryx still resonate within them?
They don't miss him, if that's what you're asking. Taking psychology is more like a giant empty hangar. Anything you should shout into bounces around for a long time before it fades. Oryx's voice included.
Reverberations propagating through nihility. Fitting.
Sure, but they can't differentiate these orders from their own thoughts. There is such a thing.
To those without an interior world, all ideation must be seen as external. Even that which comes from within.
Savathun has made her play. I feel the threads of her power. She would tear me from this prison and bind me to her throne world. The heretic queen, Eris Morn, tells me that Savathun's throne is a garden filled with light. That's not how I remember it. My sister's high coven was a place of sharp knives and subterfuge. No longer. She acts in earnest, and so she acts predictably. She's betrayed her nature. Reminds her that her starving worm would have eaten her alive. Go to her throne, disrupt the words of her binding and the strength of her brood. To be bound to that place would take me from one jailer to another. I would need time to break my sister's snares. But soon, I will break the hand that wields you.
Guardian, the Witch Queen reaches into my throne and seeks to excise the echo from it. Make haste and infiltrate her court.
My sister's spellcraft will choke this nascent cyst if you do not intervene. She wishes to free me, not only from you, but from this world.
Awesome.
Cool.
Brood conducts a similar ritual to the one we use to bind Oryx.
She summons me through the discovery.
Yeah, that might be more fun than the
of
Sparrow.
progeny to an altar in my image.
The Temple of the Navigator. Savathun formed that place to honor her brother who fell. You have your heading, Guardian. We do not have much time. There is a tail
Nice.
of reality. Open it and move yourself closer to our goal.
Fun.
Hurry. The Witch Queen's claws are taking hold.
Yes. Embrace my power. Those knights, they were not taken by this Oryx. Within them I sense my will. Challenge them and die.
You keep forgetting that we killed you.
Guardian, my binding is
Just kicking his
being
ass.
tested. You must move quickly.
Eris does not sound good.
Mm-hmm.
Oryx's presence is contained, secure once more. It appears the progeny he spoke of was no other than Malak. It has been some time since that name was spoken. Recover it, so that we may learn its secrets.
Tisk, tisk. You're always meddling in other people's affairs. Normally, I admire that type of gumption. It's why we get along. But stealing my son's head? This is below you. This time, you crossed the line.
Yeah, I could see why she would be pissed about that.
Yeah.
I even tried to do this the nice way and leave your brand new throne intact. No more of that.
Shit, Eris, you went a little bit too far.
Enjoy
Yeah.
every hive in the vicinity descending on you. I hope you haven't escaped.
Oh, shit. Oh, man. Nice. Well, she makes a fun enemy anyways, so.
Yes.
A nephew of Oryx, son to Sabathun. He was partially taken. Perhaps we can procure a panacea for Sloane from this. Malak was one of the only taken to retain their will. They were a unique being, now reduced to an, albeit powerful, artifact. Sloane is waiting for you, Guardian. Though we have the hilt, we still lack a shard. And so none but a taken hand will serve to reforge Willbreaker. And she is not completely taken. She will need your help. Our help.
Right, no point in waiting around. Let's just get this done with. Defend Sloane, okay. Doing all right in there? Whip out anything with a living will in there that isn't you. The deep made me an offer once and it hasn't forgotten. Yeah, something's still reaching out, but I'm the one in control here. There's a knife for me. It is shaped like bulwark against despair. No.
The brittle steel breaks. Breathe deep. Hold gentle. Guardian, destroy the taken!
Yeah, working on it.
Yeah, a new shape. I refuse. I refuse.
Stay with us, Sloane.
Don't have to take an offer just because someone makes it. I have this. Be right with you, Guardian.
Deeply appreciate that we have like the laser gun from the end of Congo to
Yeah.
like wipe out all the bad guys.
Okay, bye, Sloane. Willbreaker, complete again. Look at it. Your power, our will. The core is our knife, no one else's.
So you're just gonna leave me here?
Yeah, I know, right?
Cool.
We should head back to Eris, show her what we've made.
No, I agree. Take
Seems
me
like you
with
already
you.
did, yeah. So you already head
You
back.
have done well. Taken Essentia courses within you. guided by your open hand and your unwavering fist. To rule the taken energies as sovereign teaches you to better understand their sway and pulse.
And knowing how the taken power fights your grasp helps you work with it when you have to. Like Era says, communion. Just one problem left. And he's a big one.
Yes. Savathun and Xivu Arath no longer bring their rituals to bear. They descend to fighting amongst themselves. My conflict with him is made equal. And so the Echo will soon test me in earnest. He will not be able to resist.
If
Sword
I had
logic.
to bet on someone in that fight, it'd be Eris Morn and her high heresy.
I appreciate
Sounds like that's
that.
her posse. High
But
Heresy.
as things
It's a good name.
stand, I cannot separate Oryx from his power as an Echo. Thus, we are at an impasse. I may hold him, but I cannot win.
Willbreaker is complete. The wielder only needs mastery of the Taken King's power. Our Guardian has that. We could destroy the Echo right now. For good.
What are we waiting for?
We would lose much. Means to remove the Taken threat
Oh.
entirely.
Okay.
Forever.
Eris.
Time. Allow me time. Just a little longer. Just because we may destroy it does not mean we must immediately.
Okay, how much time?
All right.
Be specific.
But the second it gets out of hand,
I know. I will finish it.
You better.
The Dread congregate to make Oryx's high war theirs. Xivu Arath and Savathun prowl in the wings, waiting for opportunity. The Echo, even now, struggles for freedom. This will never end so long as the Echo exists. And I have no desire to spend my life a jailer. Go. Defeat the Dread. Preserve their tools. I have a plan. If I can claim the Dread's power, it may be enough to strike Oryx from the Echo. Go!
The Drifter and I are clearing the LZ. Press forward as soon as you're on the ground.
I promised I would test you.
You will not
Nothing if not a man of
triumph.
your word.
I am your prison.
I am your jailer.
Everyone's here to throw a party, huh?
The resident knife approaches at Oryx's bidding. You must...
Eris! Hey, Guardian, shoot fast, you hear?
Done and done. Willbreaker is your tool now. Guardian, go. Just chip the knife.
It's a very cool sword.
Yes, it is. It's named like Willbreaker. It's got to be.
Yeah.
Oryx is loose upon his throne. You must pursue him, Guardian.
Killed him once. Gonna kill his memory. Or his echo.
A whole squirm of Xivu's hive broke through behind you. Keep going. I got him.
Okay, looks behind him.
I'm just saying, don't slow down, hero.
Hmm.
Do you know how many hive a squirm is? It's a lot. Wouldn't say no.
Need short work that dude.
Yeah. Whatever their weapons and stuff are,
Mm-hmm.
they're good.
I am the knife-edged hunger. I am...
In the way to Death Charter. First among navigators. And I am free.
Eris!
Yeah, well, she tends to push things a little bit too far.
He flees
A lot of times it works out for her, but
The dreadnought. These movements have purpose. Does he seize the helm to steer back to fundament at last? I will not let him.
Looks like you're hanging in there. Glad to see it. We're past the point of being careful. Make sure the risks you do take are worth it. Strike first, strike hardest. And see the fight through, Guardian.
Oryx has stopped. And I have not yet seized hold of him. Catch up to him, Guardian, but remain wary. There is very little for him to gain by staying.
We are finished. Guardian.
okay.
All slates wiped clean. No more old time's sake. You and I, we are not friends.
Aww.
I'm so sad now.
Yeah.
Universe preserved. Witness dead. All that you begged me for, I have given.
Bag? Chicken bag?
It's still not enough for you, is it? All I ask is for you to stay away from my family matters. A simple request.
A little more complicated than that.
Heretic Queen, will you chain me again?
Nope, this time she's gonna kill you.
Hold you long enough. I reach through my weapon even now.
I do not yield. But I have nowhere left to go.
Depressing for you.
Yes. Wipe through them. Awesome. Cool.
You counted the stars, Guardian Knife. Have you understood the spaces between them? I vowed once to understand. And I have not. And I do not. Every vow I have made is empty.
Okay.
Back here. Okay. Doing it all over. Why not? It's a lot of fun. Slicing and dicing. Get it.
We're supercharged.
That's cool.
Already failed. As my sisters have become heretics, so too have I.
Heretics are the best.
Oryx was killed. If I am still Oryx, then I am already dead. And if
Someone's having an existential crisis.
then I do not live.
Is that your to be or not to be?
Yeah. Oh. Looked cool before he died. Shade of Oryx. Oh, those eyes.
Yeah.
First of the reshaped.
Snake eyes.
Yep. Camera's gonna lose him for good. It's time to call it.
I had him within my grasp. I was so
It's over, Eris.
so close. And yet, you're right. We cannot take this risk any longer.
Yeah, I would say the time was, well past.
At least the stars will remember the shape I gave them.
Nice parting words.
Yeah.
Not fuck you, Guardian.
His foundations were lies, and he was a traitor, even to himself.
Yeah, especially all talk about his sisters being traitors.
The edges
And his
of
vows
this
being
path
always empty.
Yeah,
were
freaking
right
hypocrite.
Where he stood. A monster. A piteous fool. A brother. Hayat.
My brother. My brother. Dead.
He was already dead.
May all that you desire ever be stolen from your grasp. And if the cold and unfeeling universe does not see to it, then I certainly will.
So we're not going to be friends anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Goodbye, traveler's pet. Don't wait up.
Okay.
All right,
Someone's
then.
a little salty.
A little bit.
Grief's a funny thing. Some folks get stuck in it, frozen in place. It holds them hostage. And some folks, well, some folks just run. I went far. I had to. I couldn't look at the moon. The way I see it, the farther you run, the less likely you are to get stuck.
Trying to
This
outrun your grief.
universe tends to stop me in my tracks. One way or another. Something's out there, hero. It's throwing rocks at our window.
Something's always out there. Cool, like Green Goblin mask.
Thank you. This is exactly what I was thinking.
So we're back to being on Zavathun's shit list, which I'm all about. That's cool. I mean, it was fun, I guess, having her like as an ally for like a little bit and like the playful banter between her. But I mean, she makes a better villain and better antagonist.
Yeah, the begrudging ally was an entertainment element of just kind of hearing her obviously not love us, but have to work with us.
Mm-hmm.
And then also enjoy us not loving having to work with her too. So like that was enjoyable, but it kind of cuts her legs out from under her compared to like the empowerment of her being Zavathun, like the enemy.
Yep. So Eris is just gonna chill in her like own little throne world for forever. Like, can she only exist in there from now on? I thought like by the end of this she would like be out of it. Because like once she like can no longer contain Oryx in there, I didn't see a point in her necessarily staying. Because like she wasn't with the Drifter's probably gonna go in there because the Drifter can visit her in there. We saw him do that. And also like so, admittedly, don't know the lore as well. Probably as we should. Like having watched Destiny 2 for as long as we have. But like this one, like while I love Xivu Wrath and Zavathun and whatnot, like I kind of wish it was more about finding Xivu Wrath and taking her down, like to bring back the echo of Oryx and like the Taken King, like someone we already beaten. I don't know. It just felt like I don't know, a missed opportunity is the right word. But wasn't as satisfying. It's like all right, we already took down like the real Taken King. Now we're taking down like I don't know, a copy of him. It's just not as satisfying as if like we finally went after Xivu Arath, took her down. I don't know if that would have pissed off Savathun as much. Probably not, because like Xivu Arath is always trying to kill Savathun. So maybe it was just like this was a way just to get us back on Savathun's shit list, and also to like kind of show Eris how powerful she was. But yeah, that was one of my one beef with this, if you can call it that.
Yeah, I mean, I'll admit that, especially after we battled the Witness.
Yeah.
The stakes of this just don't feel super high. Like, it's like, oh, it's a battle we got to do, but like, I'm very confident in the ending of it. Now they could throw a curveball and like we could get another beloved character could die or something, but which
we thought to happen with Eris.
Which
it started off with a bang this one, and like all of a sudden I'm like, oh man, this one's gonna be super intense. And then like, okay, but Eris is. They kind of told us right away that Eris wasn't really dead. So it felt like they could have maybe like dragged that on a little bit and like had that reveal a little bit later.
Yeah, I'm still a little bit confused as to like, can she come out of there? Is that sort of like her purgatory where like she's stuck there and she can't return to an earthly body, so she has to hang out there until she's ready to move on?
Yeah.
Which almost feels like it's tougher than for her and Drifter, because it's kind of like that ripping the Band-Aid off real slow and painfully. So yeah, I mean, obviously we both have questions on that, and I'm curious if for anybody who can answer that without future spoilers. I don't think it would be, but
yeah, I don't think there's any more spoilers really.
The other part of this was like Xivu Arath comes out so strong at the start of this. I mean, just she's huge and she's angry, and like the grand scale of which we start this off. I think the any of them just felt maybe a little anticlimactic, because again, like the way it kicked off with a bang with, oh, we thought Eris died, and then for today specifically, like, whoa, Xivu Arath is huge and pissed, and it's almost like the Ursula coming out of the water moment from Little Mermaid. I don't know what I am looking for that feels slightly missing, but there is something that feels a little bit, I don't know, just not. The stakes were really high, and it doesn't feel like we then followed through on that as much.
I wonder how much things they had to change because of the strike.
That could be a part of it too.
Maybe it was originally supposed to be centered on Xivu Arath, but then like the strike happened, and it's like, okay, well, we can't get. It's like Xivu Arath had some lines, but like there were other lines that she didn't have. She was able to do like the cutscenes or whatever. So like I'm not sure like how it timed out. It's like, okay, they were able to do some lines. Like, was that after the strike was over and whatnot? Or was it like before the strike happened? Because they got like have this obviously like done for, like well ahead of time, so they can voice everything. So that might have had something to do with it as well. I will say though, I mean, we are watching it mainly for the story. We did play it on the final ship, like I said at the beginning of this. But like the gameplay did look super fun at the end there. Like having the sword, Willbreaker, just like having like feeling that powerful, like just mowing down people, and like just mowing down hordes of Taken. That looked like it was really fun and like satisfying. Like, as far as like we don't like when we watch cutscenes, we don't really focus too much on the gameplay, but like as far as the other not seasons, episodes or whatever that we've seen between Revenant and Echoes, this one seemed like the most fun as far as like the gameplay in that. I thought that was very entertaining to watch.
I loved the laser gun.
Yeah.
I thought like, man, how much easier it would be to have a gun like that was like so powerful and seemed to just like take out so many of the Taken.
Yeah.
That was satisfying. So like, yes, the sword was obviously a big moment and very badass, but I was even noticing like the gun itself, especially because after, we had to play and you did a lot of building with the guns. And so like, some of the guns were like very challenging to work with because they were for very specific purposes.
Yeah.
Other guns is more like, here's your utilitarian gun that's like, you can use it for everything, but it's weak by comparison to some of the other ones. So that just to me looked like one where I go, oh,
Like
to
that,
get
yeah.
that one, that feels like that would have made life easy.
Yeah, for sure. And it's crazy. Like that kind of ends our Destiny journey as far as like a weekly series here on Definitely Not Definitive Games. We will be checking out Destiny 2 going forward as far as like the new expansion when it comes out. We'll check out all those cutscenes. But like going forward weekly, we're going to be playing Mass Effect, the Mass Effect trilogy. So we're going to be playing that on the channel. Really looking forward to that. Have been looking forward to playing Mass Effect for a while. Dragon Age is one of my favorite games ever, and so it's the same company that does that. So yeah, thanks everybody for watching our Destiny 2 journey. Like I said, it's not completely over. We will continue with Destiny 2, but like as far as like a weekly series, we're switching to Mass Effect on Thursdays at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I want to say.
Did you Pacific Central again?
Time. Yeah. yeah. I said that in a video and we were watching Fearin', I think it was.
Because I think it was on the other channel.
Yeah, it was on the other channel, and I just completely lost it. But yeah, so you have that to look forward to if you ever check out our Fearin' stuff. Anyways, but thanks so much for watching our reaction for Destiny 2 Heresy. But just keep in mind
that our reaction is definitely not definitive.